this piece for a graduate. She's graduating. She's going to live at home, but she wants to do her room in these dusty blues and dusty pinks, these softer colors. And her most favorite flower is a spider mum. So I designed this so she can hang it up in her room, and I'm going to keep it on the hoop and then finish the back with the running stitch. But I thought I would get on here and do this on camera. I'm at the last stretch, if you will, on this. And I've got a few tiny flowers to fill in, like right in here. But other than that, I will be finished with this piece. I want to keep it light and delicate for her. And she wants kind of a grown-up room, I guess. So she wants to redo her whole room with the money she gets and things like that in these colors. So I think, well, her mother said she loves blue and she loves dusty pink. So this is a dusty pink, of course, but I didn't know what kind of blue, and neither did her mother. So I'm just going with the blue that looks good with dusty pink and just hoping for the best, because I think a bright blue would not look very good with this. So surely she likes the what do you call it? The more cornflower muted blue that goes with it. But we will see. And then I already have my signature. She doesn't know me as Lambert Cottage because she goes to church with me, and I have a knot that is driving me crazy. So she knows me as Melissa Lambert. So I just did an ML, and then I'll probably sign the hoop or something on the back with the date. I don't even know if a date is necessary because she's always going to remember when she graduated, obviously. Okay. This is driving me absolutely crazy. Okay, it wasn't even a knot. It was acting like a knot. I'm wanting to also start on my grandson. He is due July 13th into this world. And I've got all my grandbabies' cross-stitch stockings made. And I usually get them done before they're born. And I was going to get on here and do that. But I've got to finish this up because this is due Sunday. And the Christmas stocking won't be due till Christmas. And I'm a pretty quick-ish cross-stitcher, so I think I can get that done. But this was priority, so I just thought I would get on here and do this with you real quick instead of that starting the cross-stitch. And I'll probably still start the cross-stitch on camera, but this was my main goal this week, to get this done. And I tell you, these spider mums are not easy. But I see why they call it spider mums, because the petals really look like little spider legs. And spiders creep me out. But that is her favorite flower, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm not a mum fan generally. My favorite is Baby's Breath and Daisies. That's my most favorite combination together. But I also like very pale pink roses. I like those too. But you know me, I'm more of a neutral girl, so. But the dusty colors don't bother me too much. It's the bright ones that I'm not a fan of, but I still do things for friends and stuff that like the brighter colors. So I had, I grew up with my great-grandmother, and she had her whole house done in white. And I used to think, why doesn't she have any color? And she says, and she told me one time she just doesn't like color. She wants to be able to see the dirt if the dirt is there. And it made sense. So now I'm a clean freak, and I like to see if there's dirt on something. I want to see it so I can wipe it off. But it's funny how you grew up not liking something and then ended up doing the same thing yourself. But I did, for the longest time, I had colored walls, especially in the 90s when that was like a big thing. And of course in the 80s, you know, mauve and baby blue. Well, really, these colors were really in. So everything had to be those colors. And then in the 90s, I had a bright red kitchen. Oh, I didn't like it. About 6 months after I had done it, it was too in my face red. And then I went to a blue phase where I wanted blue and white because that's what my mother had all the time. And then I went to just white and neutral. And this is finally the color palette that I have stuck with for probably 7-8 years that I haven't gotten tired of. So it's the first color palette, if you want to call it color, that I haven't gotten tired of and I have stuck with. So we will see. You never know. But I enjoy it, and my clothes and everything are the same way. Even my nail polish, which I haven't done my nails in a while. So don't look too close, but yeah. Okay, so these right here have a lighter pink and a darker pink. This is just highlight white on top of the blue. So I want to do something here, and I'll probably give it some depth with ecru is what I'm thinking. If I've got my ecru yarn, not yarn, what is this called? Floss. That may be too dark. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I found some ecru. So I want to get out, I'm using 3 strands for this and this, but I want to get out, let's see, 2. So what I'm trying to do is create what am I trying to say? The depth, the height. You know what I'm trying to say. I was going to do some stump work with this and put just a little piece of cotton and sew over it so it'll be more of a more depth, more texture. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And why are words so hard for me? Well, you know what I mean. It would be higher and it would protrude out more. I guess more 3D, 2D, I don't know. One of those D's. But then I thought, no, I'll just do it this way because I don't think I have enough cotton. I have some Q-tips, but no cotton, I don't think. I probably do. It's probably under my sink, which reminds me I need to go through. I've been going through my house and organizing everything, and the last thing I have to do are a couple of closets and then under my bathroom sink. Well, yeah, and under the guest bathroom sink, which isn't bad, but there's so much stuff under there that I haven't used in probably years. So, okay, let's see if I can get, and it gets me because there's a full leaf. It was such a pretty leaf. And I just did the flower, just the way it landed, how it did, it just went right over the leaf, but that's okay. I did all my branches first and my leaves because I didn't want my leaves to hide the flower. I'd rather see the flower. So that's what happens when you make your own pattern, I guess. So we're just gonna cover that pretty little leaf, but at least you and I will know it was there once upon a time. It's pretty too. Rats. I should have shown y'all. That's okay. It was, it looked more like this, but it had a lot of lighter patterns in it. It was one of my favorites, but that's okay. Let's turn this. Let's get this in, and that'll turn it. Or bend this. I don't like the petals straight there. There we go. This gets tighter and tighter, and I don't have my usual very thin needle that I love to embroider with because it won't hold this many threads. It holds 1, 2 if I have a needle threader, but my needle threader broke, so, and with 3 strands there's just no way. But normally my needle can go through these real chunky areas here. Oh well, this is a thicker needle that I'm using. Let's see. I'm sitting here doing all this and the lighting is poor. I apologize. It is so cloudy and it's been raining. It's going to rain all week. So it's not like I can wait for a sunny day. But hopefully you can see this. I will try to lighten the video when I do my editing. I don't like to edit a whole bunch, but when I do, I like to make sure you can see all the details and stuff. Because when it's darker, you can't make out all the detail work, and that's what I want to show you. Because that's what makes it fun, is seeing the details, especially in thread painting. And usually with thread painting, I just do 1 strand, but I wanted this thicker so it would pop more. So, but all of this work, all this branch work is all 1 strand. And then usually when I do my layering of my colors, it's in 1 strand. But this ecru is so close to the white that it would just completely disappear, and that's what I don't want happening. So I'm hoping this 2 strands will work. But all of these, that's 1 strand. All the highlights here. Well, this one is a highlight. That's 1 strand. And then the darker was 2 strands. And then the lighter was 3 strands. So it's kind of all over the place here. But hopefully she'll like this. It's a lot of work. I have been working on this for days. And I didn't want to do the whole thing on camera because who wants to sit and watch this for hours? Although I am one of those that I could sit and watch long sit with me, stitch with me videos. I love those. It feels like I'm stitching with somebody, which is what I like. Whatever happened to the days where we could all sit and stitch and talk and have tea, and I need some friends like that nearby me. Nobody likes to sew or stitch or embroider that I know that lives near me. Oh well. That's okay. You guys can sit and I'll just pretend like you're talking back. You can talk to me in the comments. Yeah, I would like that. I love it. There's a few of you that comment all the time, and I do want to tell you how much I appreciate that, because you give me momentum to keep doing these videos, and feedback, ideas for future videos, and those are always so appreciated. So thank you. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do, I think I am going to, this mom is getting too tight here. Let's see. You can kind of see the details. Sorry. There we go. You can see it a little bit. It's not as, see, this is kind of the direction I was trying to go, and it's not doing that. Let me see if I can curve a few more stitches, and then I'm going to go to the smaller flowers. That's how I wanted it. Let's do a few more if I can get this in. One is never enough, is it? Okay. That, I should have curved that a little bit. Maybe I can still do it. Yeah. Okay, I need my reading glasses badly. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stop messing with that. I'm going to add some, I've got to add some green to that one spot here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is not enough green. Let me use, that's a dark green, but this is on a lighter green stem. So let's do this lighter green. That needs it here. So let's do that. And I'm using 3 strands just for the thickness. Let's go this direction and this direction, because I think I was gonna do some more white, but I think, yeah, I've got enough variation in there, and I've got the white mixed in here. I don't want that to over dominate her favorite flower, which is the spider mum. So I might just leave it just like this, light and airy. And I'm trying to get this as solid as I can without covering too much of the highlights that I did. I just want it to have the idea of the, whatever that green funnel part is. I used to know the name of it, and I just can't think of it. Of course, I could ask Google, couldn't I? Let's see. Okay. I think that is good. Yeah. I'm not as crazy about this white one. Blue one's my favorite, but the white one's okay. Ugh, I'm picky. But I think this is just gonna have to do because it's handmade and I can't expect anything else, can I? No one can expect anything else. I guess if it was too perfect, it'd look machine made. And I don't want it to look machine made. So there it is. Hopefully she will like it. And yep, all I'm gonna do off camera is put a running stitch here and then pull it and then cover this. And that way she can just frame it. And of course I gotta pull this tight again. I thought I would show you how cute this turned out. I did a little bit more work on the pink and the white Spider Mum, and look at the back. I finished it off with the same material that I stitched on, and then I just gathered the back. So I think it turned out so cute. I'm very happy with it. But thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next thread.